What information should I put in letters or affidavits from people that want to attest to our marriage being valid? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our office here in St. Louis, Missouri. We handle a whole lot of spouse and fiancé cases, and in those cases, sometimes our clients want to submit evidence above and beyond the financials and the photos and the documentation of a life together. And they ask us, we want to have a letter or an affidavit from a family member to explain to USCIS or the State Department that our relationship is valid. So the first thing to keep in mind is that this evidence is not particularly compelling. I don't think that the Immigration Service views this as the most important evidence. If I had to give a hierarchy of evidence, of course, the best evidence of a valid marriage is a child with both parents on the birth certificate. After that, the main thing that they're concerned about is the commingling of assets. So they want to see documentation that you have incurred debt together, spent money together, have joined your money together, that you're living together, that you're incurring the bills that a normal married couple would have. But in the event that you want to submit evidence like this, that we're talking about today, affidavits or letters, I think there's some important things to keep in mind. Number one is that you want it to be an affidavit, and a letter signed by someone that may or may not even be a real person is not very compelling to the Immigration Service. I was in an interview a couple weeks ago in Memphis, Tennessee, and the officer said, I don't necessarily put any weight into the letters that people bring to me. It could have been written by you, it could have been written by your lawyer. I don't really put much stock in it. But I think that'd be harder to do if it was an affidavit. If the information provided by the person writing the letter or the affidavit, put it in writing and put it under oath in front of a notary, that means they're sworn to tell the truth, and that means that the statement should carry more weight. So I think an affidavit would actually carry more weight than just a plain old letter. And an affidavit is simply a written statement that is sworn to under penalty of perjury. That is, that you swear to tell the truth. Now, what should you put in the affidavit? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to have identifying information for the person providing the affidavit. You want to have the person who's writing it explain who they are, what their full legal name is, what their address is, and their contact information, because in theory, USCIS could contact the person and verify what's in the affidavit. So you want to make it easy for the officer, or at least show that you're not scared to have them go contact the person who wrote you the affidavit. The next piece of information that you're going to have them put is their immigration status. So it's probably best to have an affidavit from someone who's a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. The next thing to keep in mind is you want to have someone who's known you for a while, at least known one member of the couple for a while. And they want to explain their knowledge, the basis of their knowledge, and how they know you, what they know about you, how long they've known you, those kinds of things. And then they want to talk about the foreign national, how they were introduced to the foreign national, or if they've always known the foreign national and they're just getting to meet the U.S. citizen, they want to explain what they've observed. They can't just say, I think this is a great couple and I think you should give them a green card. No. What you want them to do is sort of give examples of how they've seen you two together, how they've seen you spend time together, how they've seen you interact together. If they've seen you fight, that's not so bad either, because that's what married couples sometimes do. So anything in there that can give it some flavor, that can let the officer see that this is not just some regular old affidavit that just is like a form printed off the internet, those kinds of things are going to be helpful. Then the last thing you probably want to have them do is regardless of whether they knew the citizen longer or the beneficiary longer, is to have them explain their feelings for the beneficiary, explain why they think this is a good person, why they think they should get an immigration benefit, why you think they'd be a good lawful permanent resident in the United States, and then you can even invite them to contact you if they feel the need. I think those are all the great things to put in the affidavit, and then once it's written up, you're going to want to take it to a notary public. So a notary public is someone who is authorized by the state that you live in to give oaths, or to receive oaths, and to make people swear things under penalty of perjury. So you have them notarize it, they'll put a little stamp on it, and that's going to go a long way towards making the evidence a little bit more compelling. Like I said, it's not the most compelling piece of evidence, but because we get so many people asking about it, we thought we'd shoot this short video. And we hope you found it helpful. And if you did find it helpful, please make sure to share it with your friends, to put it out on social media, to click the like button below, and to subscribe to all of our channels. We have a Facebook channel, a YouTube channel, and you'll find this video all over the place, LinkedIn, everywhere else. So if you like this, please leave us a comment. Please let us know if you have any questions or other ideas for videos for us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.